I'm Jason Fredericks.
I'm Anthony Davis.
And I'm Kevin Fredericks, and together we make CGP, aka the Playmakers.
Changing
Generation Productions is what that stands for.
Right.
And that is basically, we want to change generations through our productions. We want to be able to have grandma, mom, kids all be under the same roof, being entertained. So that's what our premise. We want to change people through entertainment, through art.
Right. And right now we are on the cusp of our latest production, the second time around, the second coming, the encore performance of Till Death Do Us Part,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
which is an original piece that we wrote early last year. Took us about how long? About
6 months.
Yeah, I would say 6 months.
about 6 months to write, and to really it was God inspired. And when we started writing it, we really, people don't understand how we can all write together.
Right.
Sometimes they think it's maybe just one person's writing and everybody else, but we literally sit down in a writing session and we just all come together with our ideas. And Kev is the one that usually physically types it out.
Yeah,
but
he's a beautiful mind.
I'm the best typer, the fastest typer.
Yeah.
That's the typer ever.
And but we sit there and collaborate ideas and stuff, and then we go over dialogue, and we created Till Death. And we knew from working with one of our mentors at University of Washington, we were working on Macbeth a couple years ago, Justin Emeka, that in order to have a great product, you had to have a great cast, great supporting, great set design,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
That's some of the best advice we've ever gotten is get people who do what they do well and let them do it. You know, you can't do everything well. We can write and produce and perform, but we can't light, we can't play music, we can't sing. So we got the best people who can do that. We got Gabe and Lenny with Loud Productions out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Our
Gabe
musicians.
Swinney and Gonzalez Harris.
Yeah, Gonzalez Harris is the name on his warrants, but we call him Lenny.
Right.
We got band here,
Benji Dims,
Benji, Jacob Nordgren,
and Ray Robinson.
Sugar Ray on the bass.
Yep.
And then we got a great sound guy in Matthew Montgomery.
Yeah,
as well.
Bishop Matthew Montgomery. And then the best actors here, Michelle Lane, Jonathan J. Charles Phillips,
Jennifer
Newberry, Tiffany Wilson. We got
Danielle
Embry,
Embry.
two of the biggest comics, Nate Jackson and Ralph Porter. And then we even have Elijah
Myers.
Elijah Myers, one of the singers from LA. So we got the best people we can get for the money we have, which is $17 a person. So, so we want to do the best thing we can do with what we have, you know, and that's kind of where we are.
Right, and then after we wrote the play and we kind of, before we even assembled a cast, we sat down with our set designer, Ken Penton, to design the set. We studied a lot of plays. We probably at least 15 to 20 plays that we sat down and studied that were of industry standard, that were out there touring in some way, shape, or form, had some type of celebrity and stuff. And it's not that we wanted to copy them, but we wanted to make sure that our plays were going to be on the level.
show ready.
Yeah,
Show
show
ready.
ready to be on the road. And we knew that it started with a great set. And one thing that we noticed is tons of plays are always taking place in a house,
Yeah.
and we wanted to get away from that.
Right,
and
right.
and that's just kind of shout out to David E. Talbert.
Yeah,
That's
David
one
E.
of the David E. And then just traditional theater doesn't always take place in a home.
Right.
You know, even though stories generally happen at home, when you're theater, you have to be able to mix it up to get your audience involved.
Right.
And David E. Talbert always does something in a business, somewhere here, somewhere there. Tyler Perry even flips his sets around and has different things at a church and at home sometimes. But we wanted to do something different, and that's how our dad and his good friend Tony in North Carolina has a coffee shop.
Right.
And we kind of thought
And
about
also showing love to the Northwest, where we live in Washington, all of us for at least 10 years now, and that's nothing but coffee and salmon. So we couldn't have a
For real.
salmon factory, so we went with a coffee shop.
Right, we went with a coffee shop, just kind of like an ode to the Northwest.
Right.
And so that's Till Death Do Us Part. The encore performance will be May 7th and 8th, 4 shows, 2 days.
4 shows.
4 shows, 2 days at the Paul Robeson Theater.